Yo, what's good, y'all? It's the homie Bigg Vic TV. We in the building. Oh man, I'm trying to see what this signal does. I hope that y'all can hear me good. I'm not at the studio. I'm out on the road picking up another truck to add to the fleet. I got 2 bars at this hotel. I'm hoping y'all can hear me well. If y'all can hear me okay, say what's up. Who we got in the building? I know it's late. It's like it's 6:57 over here, but it's like what is it? 10 o'clock, almost 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So hopefully it's not too late for y'all. Um, and my East Coast body still is starting to wear down right now. But I wanted to jump on here because I know I haven't went live in a little second on here, so I wanted to jump on live. Can y'all hear me? Okay. My Wi-Fi, I'm hoping I got a decent signal right now. Hopefully it don't break up. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Who we got in here? GA in the building. GA in the building. Oh, please. What's up? Kevin Mack, I see you. Just Blaze. What's good, Matthew? I see you. Troy. Man, fat boy. Noah, what's good, Noah? Well, I might be out your way in a second, Noah. You know, I'm out here in Cali getting that truck. I'm coming. I gotta come through the Midwest. So I might end up in Minnesota. I'm out here. I'm about to do the thing. I'm about to do the thing while I'm out here. What's up? What's up, Joshua? Nah, it's not. Hey, it's not easy, but it's worth it. It's not easy, but it's worth it, bro. Yeah, man. We out here putting this work in. My light going in and out. I'm thugging right. I'm out here thugging right now, y'all. Y'all see my lighting looking crazy. I don't got my mic set up. I'm straight off the laptop, the laptop camera and everything. We out here doing it right now, though. I gotta get it, man. Gotta get it. I just wanted to tap in with y'all, man. Haven't really tapped in like that in a little second. So I wanted to tap back in. I know I got a lot of new people that's just started subscribing to the channel. Bobby, what's up, man? Well, I be getting your name mixed up. I see Bobby up here, and I see, I got you on the other joint. I be like, yo, who is Bobby Johnson? Thinking of OG Bobby Johnson when I see that. What's good? Hey, if a load look good going out to Vegas, I'm gonna pull up on you, Bobby. I'm gonna pull up on you. I got the load board up. As soon as I pick up this, man, listen, man. Listen, y'all. Listen. I need y'all to hear me loud and clear. When you rocking with Bigg Vic, man, listen. I just want to tell y'all something. When y'all rocking with Bigg Vic, I'm one of the guys. I am not playing around with this business. I just want y'all to know that. I am not playing around with this business. I didn't come in this thing. I said this over a year or something ago, almost 2 years ago. I did not come in this business to play around. I ain't come in this thing to be pussyfooting around, man. Not me. Not me. Not with my money. I ain't coming to play around with my bread. So I just want to make sure y'all can hear me clearly. I want to make sure y'all can hear me good. I know it's late. I know y'all might have some questions. But listen, I got another truck I'm adding to the fleet. I hope this thing not acting crazy and acting weird right now because I see my signal keep going up and down. I'm on the hotel Wi-Fi. But listen, when I purchased this truck right here, they asked me did I want a temporary tag. I said absolutely not. I can't make no money with a temporary tag. So I made sure they sent me all the title information. I got everything registered. And I flew out here with the tag. You know what I'm saying? I come out here to make money, man. I come out here to get to the bag immediately. They say, you want us to ship the truck to you? I said, oh no, I could get a bag out of Cali and take that on back to the crib. I got the. If y'all seen the short video I did earlier today, man, listen, man. The magnet's ready to go, man. The magnets is ready to go on the side of the truck. I am not playing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I'm not playing out here, man. The magnet's going on the side of the truck, and we're gonna run it up, man. We're running the bag up. I already told the missus it may be a couple weeks. It may be a couple weeks, but I got to get to it. I got to get to it. So, of course, with another truck, expenses is going up, but my insurance doesn't look crazy. Even adding this second truck, my insurance actually went down on my first truck. So, I got a 2015 Freightliner. So my insurance actually went down. So I'm not looking that bad. I'm at about 1,500 for both trucks, which is not bad for two trucks. That's not bad. Plus, I don't live in South Carolina no more. I'm in North Carolina, which the insurance is cheaper in North Carolina. South Carolina insurance actually went up a little bit. So that was a blessing. But man, listen, y'all. There are still pockets in this business. There's still pockets in the trucking space where you guys who have not gotten started, who are looking to get started, can still come in this business and make your money. You still can come in this business and make your money. You really just have to know where to go at to get to the bag. You got to know where to go at to get to it. It's there though. It's still out here. It's still out here. Granted, you're gonna run into brokers who have some lower rates out there. That's definitely happening right now. So you do got some brokers that are trying to play games. Play games with the money. But you still can circumvent that by going into areas where they're paying a little, where the freight is paying better versus other areas where the freight may be paying lower. And I just had a driver. We just completed an Amazon contract, but I'm gonna drop that video probably when I get back. But I'm gonna take y'all through the entire contract that I did with Amazon. That we actually completed a week contract, and I want to show y'all exactly, what the numbers look like running that contract in the area out there in Charlotte. So you may run into something similar in your area if you run an Amazon contract. Let me see, man. Let me see if we got what questions we got. Reunions XL said, "What happened to all the rest of the box truck YouTubers?" I don't know, brother. I can't tell you what happened to the rest of them. I don't know. Well, the ones that I know of are still doing quite well. They working the business. They still getting to the bread. They probably just not dropping videos on YouTube. But the ones that that you've seen around me, they still working. They still getting to the money out here, man. They still in there, still in the game. The New Jersey area, Dexter, the New Jersey area. I got a mentee that's running out of Philadelphia, and I'll be booking loads. I've been booking loads out that way for him, and there's always I see freight out there all the time. That's off the DAT load board. I'm not even talking about off on running Amazon. I'm talking about just running the loads off the DAT load board in that Jersey area, Philly area, New York, Connecticut, like that whole tri-state area. I see plenty of loads out that way. Like I said, just off the DAT load board. Now I haven't been checking for like what Amazon looks like out there in that area though, in the Jersey area. Houston. I had another mentorship client that I was doing doing some dispatching with him out there in that we we were coming through some part of Texas. Where were we at? I think we went through. We didn't go to Houston though. We didn't go to Houston. But I know I think Houston. I want to say that the Texas market is pretty decent though. I think it's pretty decent in that Texas market. Trey Butts. If you starting off with Amazon, your authority got to be 6 months to start off with Amazon. Unless you already know somebody else that's gonna let you lease onto their authority, and then you run some Amazon freight under their authority, then that may work for you. But if you try to run under Amazon and your authority is not 6 months, you're not gonna be able to run under your authority for Amazon starting off. So that's their new qualifications. You got to have at least 6 month active authority before they let you run their before Amazon let you run their freight now. So L Marshall asks, how do you dispatch a fleet? Now I don't do any factoring. But I basically dispatch. So my mentees have an option to lease onto my authority when they are a part of my mentorship program. So that's an option that I give them. And I basically dispatch those mentees that decide that they want to, run under my authority until they get some more age on their authority. So the ones that don't do a lot of Amazon, we work out. I do an 80-20 with them for for using my authority. So that's kind of like on the mentorship side of my business. So I basically use DAT load board, truck stop. Also have some other broker connections that send me loads directly. Said Big Ask said, I know having they all were renting the truck, the high cost of operating. You get the wrong rental rates, you're gonna pay for it. Do I think it's possible to make $3,000 to $5,000 a week in the box truck game right now? Absolutely. You're not gonna do that sitting home though. I'll tell you that now. You're not gonna do that saying you want to be home every day. That ain't happening. Unless you got a contract or something dedicated, then that's a possibility that you could be home every day. But if you don't have that, you're gonna have to get in that truck. You're gonna have to run it up. Best box truck size to the best. What's the box size best to use? I have a 24-foot no gate. 24, 26 footer. Lift gate definitely. Dimensions on the box height, 103 by 102. 103 by 102. That's about 13.6 in clearance height. Said I hear that the fares are low now. Depends on your equipment, brother. Depends on your equipment. How the lows looking out of Georgia? I haven't looked to see what the lows look like out of Georgia lately. But one of my mentees, he runs out of Atlanta. But I tell you now, he be rolling. He was just in Cali a week or so ago. He not playing no games. When the bag call, he jump in the truck and go. He go get it. Yeah, Selectus is they're pretty pricey for that load board though. I don't know if they're running a discount right now or not, but I know you're gonna pay for that Selectus load board. Yeah, they're gonna tap them pockets for that load board. Selectus is very expensive. Yeah, if you're getting a 50% discount reunion, then that's love. If you're getting it for the half off, that's good. But the thing I hate about selectors is you got to bid on those loads. I don't want to pay you and I got to bid on the load. That's a little crazy to me. That right there is a little crazy to me. That's why I never got selectors load board, because I don't want to bid for the load. I'm expecting to be able to book the load. You know what I'm saying? Versus me just calling the broker and say, hey, what's that load? What's that load moving? What's that load moving for? And telling them, hey, this is what I want to get. I mean, I get it. I know some people that did well with selectors load board. And what they did was basically after they got their brokers offered that selectors load board that they liked and ran loads for continuously, they basically stopped using selectors and dealt directly with those brokers. But they did start off using the selectors load board. OTR or final mile. It all depends on your business model, man. Whichever one works for you. Everybody not built for that over the road stuff. Final mile may be something more for you if you want to, you're trying to be home with the family. You got children, you got a wife at the crib. They final mile may be the thing for you. White gloves, the white glove stuff. Curbside that may be for you. That may be the thing that work for you. Just depends. Everybody's business model is going to be different. Not everybody's going to want to go over the road. I do understand that, and not everybody can do Amazon Relay right now because of their new 6-month authority restrictions that they're doing now. I guess a lot of people are coming in and just straight messing up, not doing what they were supposed to be doing. Like I just heard recently out here in Charlotte, a lot of Mexicans they just banned a lot of Mexicans out there that were just doing wild stuff. Like, yeah, my man told me, like, yo, they just got rid of a whole crew of people out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even supposed to be, the dock door. They jumping through the dock door, getting back in the truck instead of going out the gate. Like, wow stuff. I'm like, whoa, man, wow, yeah. So out here, they've been just kind of wilding out. So they shut a whole bunch of them down. Like they banned a lot of them from the Amazon out there in Charlotte. Do I suggest renting or purchase right now? If you can purchase, I say purchase right now. I'm not big on renting. I'm not big on renting. A lot of people that I know rented are not renting right now. It's very few people that are in a rental truck right now. Not a lot. There's not a lot that are able to survive in a rental truck. It's not a lot. Terrence says a bag in his town all day. All day. Just depends on where you at. Said Big Ask, let me put that up there. Big Ask you ask, at this point, would getting a CDL Class B, would that increase our or your income in the box truck lane? It just that question is always going to depend on the person. You can get a Class B CDL and still not make a lot of money. It all depends on how you're running your truck. You can carry more weight, but if you decide not to go that far with the weight that you can carry on your truck, what's the purpose of having a Class B CDL? You may as well go drive a school bus for the school district or something. It just depends. It all depends on the person that has the Class B CDL. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't bid on DAT. You don't bid on DAT. You just call the broker and y'all negotiate on the load. Yeah, you don't put a bid in. Now there might be a load that you can hit the book button on DAT, if you're in agreement with what they have the load price for, but not really. You're not really just bidding on the load. not on DAT. You either call the broker to book the load, see if it's available, or they tell what's the best that they can do on that particular load. Yeah, so that's how they have it. That's how that go. Sandbox bully. Right now, only have I just got 2 slots available right now on the mentorship side. Um, you had to shoot me a DM, and I can send you the link for that. Yeah, Jason, if you're trying to do if you're trying to get in, your authority is going to have to be at least 6 months old before you can do Amazon. So, I'm like, if you can get you some, get some work if you decide to go over the road, or if you find some local stuff, maybe going from Augusta to Charlotte, or just in that area, or Columbia area, Charleston, just around, just something regional. If you can lock down some regional work, you can get that probably using DAT load board, truck stop load board. Try 123 load board. You can even hit Craigslist. You can hit Indeed. You can do a search for box truck work, box truck final mile work. All that stuff will pop up there for you, and you should be able to, find some work that can hold you down until your authority reaches at least 6 months. Then you can just try to run some Amazon. But to be honest with you, Amazon, they be a little flaky. Now, I will say this: if you don't mind, if you don't mind running your truck crazy, like if you do run Amazon and you decide to run some of that contract work, I'm telling you now, you're gonna run. They're gonna get double. They're gonna try to get double for what you're paid for. They're gonna try to get double the work out of you for what you're paid for running those contracts with Amazon. Like the contract I just ran last week, I had a driver in my truck, in my first truck. Contract we ran last week because I just wanted to see how it worked out with him driving and those loads, and trying to see how much money we would get with the fuel surcharges. And like the the most we made out of all the miles was probably like $1.80. And I was going like 300 something miles, which is crazy. But once you lock that contract in for the week, we might as well had to just finish the whole contract out for the week, just to see if we could get over 3,000. Like the base pay was $460, but I'm gonna do a whole breakdown of that contract we ran last week, and I'm gonna drop it on the channel so y'all guys can see it. So, but if you're in the area where Amazon may be paying 600 something for the base pay, then that may work for you in your area. I know out in Charlotte the base pay is 470. So if you're like in the Midwest where the base pay is a little higher, then those numbers may make a little more sense to you, when they start adding the fuel surcharges in there. So I have a mentee that's doing a 3-week one out there in Minnesota, and we're going to see what his base pay. Well, we know what the base pay is, but we're going to see what the fuel surcharges look like. After I told him what I did, he was like, bro, I'm going to cancel that contract. I said, don't cancel that contract. You booked it, you might as well run it now, because the minute you cancel that contract, Amazon going to destroy your score. As soon as you cancel it, next day you're going to be looking at an F score with Amazon. They're not playing. Like, if you going to book the contract, just run it. Just run it. Just get it on out the way. Just don't do it again. At least you'll still have your score. You'll make some money. You're just not going to make the type of money that you're probably thinking you're going to make. They definitely going to run your truck. That's for sure. Uh, Big Mac Maine. That's if you're part of my mentorship program, then we definitely can get into that. But I just don't let anybody run under my authority. No, no way. No way, Jose. If you're in the program, then we can talk, brother. Yeah, that's for sure. Like that's not bad because I know some companies that do about 30%. And see if I when you're running under my authority and you're in a part of my mentorship program, like you can't even we're not even talking about my authority if you're not even in the program first and foremost. But 80/20 is basically me. I'm dispatching that truck. I'm booking those loads with you, or I'm booking those loads, and we making sure that truck making money. That's the first thing. And so basically, when you come in my program and your authority's not new, first you might not be able to, you're probably not gonna be able to run no Amazon stuff. But when you come in the game, and we start booking them loads for you. We start making that truck make some money. We don't. There ain't too many ifs, ands, or buts. What's up, Kev? I see you. Wait, he said I got my LLC a week ago looking for Trey. Come on, man, stop that, man. Trey said he got his LLC a week ago. He looking for bad credit loans. Trey, Trey, get your credit right first. Unless you got cash, you can find a cash deal. I wouldn't suggest you go looking for no bad credit loans, bro. I'll just be honest with you. I personally wouldn't suggest that at all. I would not suggest that. Average box truck prices. It just depends on the truck and the miles, bro. Anywhere from 50, 60, 70. Some of the prices get real crazy. Yeah, so DAT, when you're looking at the DAT load board, you got to make sure you got a check mark beside it. Some of the brokers don't have the ones that don't have a check mark. That means you cannot factor them with OTR solutions. I use OTR solutions. Anytime I see a check mark by that broker, that means I know my factoring is good. That broker is approved to pay for me to get paid within 24 to 48 hours. So that's how I kind of differentiate the brokers that might be a little sketchy from the brokers that I know that are official on a DAT load board. No doubt. You're welcome. You're welcome. Dispatch experts for sure. So how is it driving a truck? Is it fun or is it rather grueling? I mean, I'm in the box truck, so the box truck is not bad. I've never driven a semi. I don't have a CDL, so I couldn't tell you about the big boys of the trucking industry. Um, but in the box truck, I have no problems. I have no problems driving the box truck. I actually, I don't mind it. I love it. It's cool for me. Either I'm putting on some personal development, listening to some audio books, if the scenery is beautiful. I'm just vibing, man. I'm in the zone. Plus, I'm making money while I'm doing it, so it's all good for me. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real with you now. I'm coming out of Cali this time. It's gonna be a different drive for me. I've never driven out of Cali. I've never driven in Cali, let alone driving out of Cali. So I will be driving up out of here on tomorrow. I will be up out of here tomorrow with a load, a couple of them. I'm looking to partial out my truck on tomorrow and head on up out of here. Yeah. So here's interesting. This is interesting what Solomon just said. He said people say they get rentals because if anything goes wrong with the truck, you can get it replaced. How do you do how do you do as truck owner when your truck goes down on the road? Your truck goes down on the road, you got to call the roadside assistance to most likely fix it right there on the spot. Same thing's going to happen if you get a rental truck. They're going to send someone else out there to fix it on the spot. And if they don't have any more trucks, you're going to be waiting for them to get a truck that you can get back in. They don't always have trucks readily available for you if that truck goes down. So don't let them pull the wool over your eyes now, because that's not always true. They make it sound good, but you can be sitting on the sideline while they're getting that truck fixed as well, even if it's a rental truck. Kev asked the question: how can one do final mile or regional if companies are requiring 1 year of experience for their contracts? Well, not all companies. You might run into a few that may require that. But there's a couple that I know of, and I mentioned them to you already, Kev. That you can reach out to. Nevada looking like for who, Bobby? For you mean as far as freight, or you talking about like with who? Amazon, DAT? Who we're talking about? Boy, 728. Well, I feel that I know the time hitting different for y'all out there. You gotta be like what? What is it? 1028 now? No, wait. 7. Yeah, it's 1028, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 1028 on the East Coast. Jeff said you can get your gas for cheaper. Why not hot shot? Hot shot just not, that's not my thing. I mean, I don't do hot shots. I don't have anything against hot shots. I just personally don't. That's not for me. That's not my lane. Hot shot just to in my opinion just requires a little more, watching the freight, when you're going down the highway. It's basically like having a flatbed. You gotta keep looking back there to make sure everything's strapped down, things still looking, looking good. Truck ain't swaying, and just more. It's a few more tedious things that you have to be aware of with a hot shot versus being in a box truck. I just like the ability to have to just be able to go back in the box, strap it down, put the pallet jack back up, put the pallet brake on, whether I put some low bars across it, and we off. We off to the races. I don't have to go back there and keep checking for no freight stopping, to go back there and lift up the door and see if the freight's still okay. I don't have to really do any of that stuff with the in the box truck versus the hot shot. It's just a few more things you have to do on the hot shot side. Tie downs, tarping. If it rains, it's a lot you got to consider on that side. It may be a cheaper cost of entry. Just depends on which route you want to go, like which lanes you want to pursue. In trucking, so many different lanes. You got dump trucks. This is various lanes, man. Dump trucks, hot shots, box trucks, the whole semi lane, flatbeds, containers. It's a lot. So he said, what does base pay? So no, base pay basically, so for Amazon, the base pay would be like if you do a contract, the base pay would say, okay, you got 5, let's say Amazon gives you 5 blocks, which would also be considered 5 loads, right? So those 5 blocks in essence would basically mean the base pay for let's say you got a load for Tuesday. You got 3 stops on that load. The base pay is going to be 400 for Charlotte. It's $470, right? So you get the base pay plus the fuel surcharge based on how many miles you have to go out. So I think we went out 160 something miles. Base pay for Columbia, South Carolina was like 460. And the base pay we got for that was going was like 50 something dollars, and then another 49 on the way back, like something like that. You know, in my opinion, to me, in my opinion, it's not enough. It's not enough money. It's highway robbery. I do better just working off the load board versus the contract for that area. So that's what the base pay is for Amazon. See who we got. Who we got? John Davis. What's good, John? I see you. So how much have you averaged in cost per mile over the road these days? I heard it's not the best for drivers right now. Looking to get started in 2 weeks. Mauricio. How much have you averaged in cost per mile? So cost per mile is going to be it's going to be different. Of course, cost per mile is going to be that cost per mile is different for everybody. You got your cost per mile for the operator. It all depends on what your expenses are for your truck. You know, you got to calculate all your fixed costs for the month, and then do all your numbers for the year to come up with that cost per mile. So that number is going to be different. But if you're talking about average rate per mile, then that's different from cost per mile. That rate per mile is going to be different, and that rate per mile is going to vary from state to state, city to city. All markets vary when it comes to the rate per mile that they offer. But I'm gonna drop a whole different video going into rate per miles in different cities and stuff like that. Yep. So John, I kind of mix my stuff up, John. I mix it up. So with this new truck that I'm getting, I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more over the road type stuff. But if I find some regional stuff, local stuff, I'm definitely going to consider that as well. So you're trying to learn how to dispatch yourself. I mean, get the load boards, man. Get the load boards, and I personally would recommend that DAT Power. I mean, if you can afford Selectus, check out Selectus. I personally use Truck Stop DAT and Amazon Relay. Those are the load boards that I use to dispatch myself and other owner operators that are in my program. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. L. Marshall says, "What lanes do you run personally?" Boy, if I told you that, I might have to. I can't tell you everything that I run personally. He said, "What lanes you run personally?" I'll tell you this: freight always pays pretty much better in the Midwest, but it depends. A lot of it depends on your negotiation skills too. There's times I've negotiated with brokers and told them I wasn't running for a certain amount of money, but that same broker ended up giving me a call back because I stuck to my guns and I just told him no. But he called me back and was willing to, get that number closer to where I needed to be at for it to make sense for me. At the end of the day, the load has to make sense for your business. The number that the broker has up there makes sense for his pocket. Remember that. So the load, when you take it, it got to make sense for your pocket and your company. It got to make sense. You can't let them handle you. You can't let them handle you like that. I mean, if you're in a situation to where, you know, you need a load to get you out of somewhere, and that particular load is the load you need to get you there, and you still gonna be put some money in your pocket, then if you got to make that, you got to make that call yourself. Yeah, East Coast is dark. Yeah, you can tell I'm on the West Coast right now for sure. It's 7:37 over here right now. I already know. I already know my old man clock ticking right now. Like, bro, you really on East Coast time still? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling 10:30. I'm feeling 10:38 right now. It say 7:38 outside, but I'm really feeling 10:38 right now. So John, it just depends. So I just did an Amazon contract. Well, I wasn't in the truck, but my driver. We did a load. We did 5 days. We did 5 days running the contract with Amazon. We did a 5 day contract, 1 week, 5 day contract with Amazon. So we pretty much ran it 5 days. And then I typically jump in. I'll do a few days like the week. When I wasn't doing Amazon, I do Amazon stuff off and on. But the reason why I tell a lot of people to make sure they do get an Amazon account set up is because a lot of time, even when you're OTR, brokers may be talking crazy at some point, but you can pull up that Amazon load board and see a load to get you right to the crib that's paying over $2 a mile. You know what I'm saying? And that's you going one way. That's the load you need. The Amazon load to get you out to come in clutch for you. It comes in clutch for you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you at the crib and you just trying to run Amazon only, that's when you got to figure out, how the loads are moving in your area to be able to catch an Amazon going and maybe one coming back. Or if not, you got to look for the Amazon load that's paying at least double what your cost per mile is to operate your truck. So for you, that's going to be considered a round trip load versus someone else who probably don't know their cost per mile to operate. They're just looking at the number that Amazon throwing up there that say $300, but they ain't look at the rate per mile on the load. The load only paying $1.25 a mile or $1.50 a mile. So it got to, you know what I'm saying? It comes with learning this, the rates and the cost per mile to operate your truck. All that comes over time. Just learning that stuff. If you're new and you don't currently know that information, it comes with over time. Like that was one of my biggest mistakes in the beginning. Um, I learned from it, but when I used to look at the loads on the Amazon load board, if the load says $600, I say to myself, shoot, $600 to run to Port Wentworth, which is only 2 hours away from Columbia. To me, that was sweet for me. And it was a last minute load. So I was like, so I kind of came in where I was catching a lot of last minute loads with Amazon. That's how I started off. That's how I started off doing $2,500 weeks and $3,000 weeks. When I first started off, I was running straight off the load board, just catching last minute stuff. Last minute, had to be there in 15 minutes or 30 minutes because Amazon was 5 minutes, like literally 7 minutes from the crib, if that far. There was one exit down, but I started off not looking at the rate per mile. I was just looking at the number, the big number, the one that looked big. But it was really, they always just paying one way until I figured out my cost per mile to operate. Then I started saying, oh, okay, now this is making sense to me. Now I know what my real numbers are, you know? Chris said, dude, I feel like the market has become too saturated with drivers. Man, there's people quitting the business there's semi drivers quitting the business every day. There's semi company drivers quitting every day. I don't think there's enough drivers. No. I don't think it's saturated. No, not with drivers. If it was saturated, there literally wouldn't be no loads on the load board. there would be there would be no loads on the load board right now if it was saturated with drivers. There's plenty of freight out there. Plenty of freight out there. The interstate is not jammed up with box trucks. No, 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 no. It's not. It's not. Now, when that, why do you why do you think there were so many rental trucks out there? The rental companies got hip to what people were doing with the rental trucks. They knew y'all wasn't moving furniture no more. They knew y'all was going out here making money in those trucks, and they like, yo, they getting a bag with our trucks for $500 a week. They're like, oh no, it's $1,000, $5,000 down. All of them got hip to it. They all got hip to it and went up. Not unless you plugged in with one of these rental account managers, something like that. Dot, North Carolina, I see you. 811, I see you. I see you. Good companies to buy a truck from right now. Ryder has them certified Ryder trucks. You got Ryder, you got Enterprise sells trucks as well. Ritchie Brothers, that's a good auction site. I was going through Ritchie Brothers in Tennessee, bro. They had nothing but box trucks. Well, I seen like at least 30 box trucks in their yard. At least 30. That's at that's the auction site. Ritchie Brothers does, they do the auctions. But I seen a lot of trucks out there. Um, International Freightliner, he knows, like, these are companies that you still can get trucks from. Check out not Carolina, Commercial Truck Trader. Check them out online. Commercial Truck Trader. Do I suggest for a startup leasing the fleet or purchasing a fleet? It all depends. Like that's a good question, but I think it all depends on do you want to own your trucks at some point, or do you just want to give them up? See, I guess how I look at it is like this. If I'm going to start a multi-million dollar company, just how I feel about it, I don't know how other people feel about it, but if I'm going to build a multi-million dollar empire, I want to own my stuff at some point. I want to own and control my trucks. You know what I'm saying? At some point, I want to pay for them, pay them off, and then just have my drivers in my trucks. Those trucks are now mine. I don't want to lease, and then when the lease is up, I turn the truck in. Now, granted, those leases come with a certain amount of miles, and that's something I don't want to be concerned with if I'm running that truck over the road. If I got drivers in those trucks and we just running them. You know what I'm saying? So I personally am not a leasing type person. Even with my cars, I hear some people mention, leasing is cool, or they like leasing. I personally like owning my cars. You know what I'm saying? Like I bought a Jag. My Jag is paid off. I got the Lexus SC430, the convertible. That car is paid off. I like to own. I like titles. I don't know about y'all, but I like titles in my name. I just feel better owning stuff than leasing it. Leasing, I got to worry about how many miles I got to put on the car or the truck. I don't want to be concerned with that. I want to run it. I want to run it whenever I want to run it. I don't want to say, "Oh my God, we getting close to 15,000 miles for the year. We got to park it," and then I'm still paying for a freaking lease. No, I don't. I don't want to do that. Leasing might work. I do. I remember I did a consultation with a cat over a year ago, and he was leasing to own his truck, his first truck. He had got a brand new one too. So I don't know. You got to look. I would just suggest looking into it and seeing what the terms are, and checking to see how many miles you're allowed to run up. Run on that lease if you decide to lease your units versus buying them. Because I think you're gonna be paying about the same amount of money whether you leasing or buying it. I just feel more comfortable, buying it. And if you do a 3-year lease, to me it makes sense to do a 3-year 36 month and just buy one. Is it easy finding drivers? I would say no, but I would definitely vet your drivers. I would definitely, run an ad on Indeed searching for drivers. You know, don't even think about friends and family. I wouldn't consider friends and family in my repertoire when it comes to driving of my truck, my equipment. All drivers are not created equal. You don't want nobody in your truck smoking weed, because guess what? If they get caught smoking weed in your truck, buddy, your authority getting ready to get hit, and you're gonna get a fine, and they're gonna be putting your truck out of service. Now your money messed up because you put your homeboy in there that gotta smoke weed. Do a background check, drug test, all that stuff. You got to do all that stuff. If this your equipment, you got running out here in these streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just can't put anybody in your truck, man. It's a business, brother. You invest too much money to have somebody, just kind of playing with your stuff, bro. Yeah. So the truck that I'm buying is a Freightliner. I got a 2015 Freightliner. That's what I'm giving Freightliner a shot this go round. For sure. Definitely got a Freightliner this time. Jeff says, "Are you at your peak now in terms of the type of money you're making with this stuff?" Oh, absolutely not. I am not at my peak. No, sir. No, sir. Well, I didn't even scratch the scratch yet, to be honest with you. I didn't scratch the scratch yet. Let me tell you something. Let me give y'all a gem real quick. Let me give y'all a gem real quick. If you can do if you can create a 6-figure income off the spot market, you know what the spot market is? The spot market is pretty much loads that are left over from freight that hasn't been put into contracts or put into dedicated freight. This is the leftover freight that gets put on the load boards to be moved. So imagine if you could do well on the spot market. If you can do well on the spot market, imagine if you were tapped into any of these contracts or dedicated freight out here or direct shipper loads. Your business is going to do different numbers. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said I haven't even scratched the scratch yet. So as I'm building my fleet, I'll be getting more into those types of situations. It's just that, um, right now I'm running a lot of this stuff myself. But the goal at the end of the day is, to remove myself from everything and put other people in the positions that I already learned how to do and teach them how to do that same thing. That should be everybody's ultimate goal at the end of the day. To put a CEO in the place of you, to put a COO in the position, to put a supervisor in a position, put managers in a position, and then they manage drivers. You know what I'm saying? That's what a real fleet looks like. You remove yourself from it. But now, I'm willing to put all the footwork in myself now, so that when it's time for me to step away, I know how everything works. I know who all the major players are in my business and the connections and, the contacts. So that should be your goal at the end of the day. But if you want to drive and just make your money, then, do that. That's an option that you have. That's an option that you have. Whenever you park your truck, hey, you done made your money, park your truck for a week if you want to. Take a vacation. That's a part of the business too. You feel me? That's a part of it. Oh yeah. Let me just touch on that real quick. There's no real hacks in trucking. Not no real hacks. Not no real hacks. Ain't no real finessing when it comes to these CDLs out here and getting your CDL. You better read the fine print when you're talking about going in and letting the company pay for your CDL, bro. Do you not think they're gonna get that money back out of you that they spent for you to get that CDL? Nah, you're gonna come work for them 6 months to a year. They're gonna probably pay you peanuts because they're gonna want to make their money back, that 10,000 or 8,000 or whatever they spent on you to obtain that CDL for you. You're gonna cough that money back up one way or the other. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled by these videos telling you to go get you a free CDL. Unless you're going to a school or something like that, like a technical college where they're paying for your CDL and you can kind of choose wherever you want to go. After that, then that's completely different. But I'm talking about a company saying, hey, come on over here. We're going to pay for your training, all that. Yeah, we're going to pay for your training, but you're going to work for us for about 50 cents a mile too. Once we get you up, we get you certified, we get your CDL. You're going to come work for us for a year. They're going to penny pinch you. And now who you think really won in that situation? You or them? I'm already hip to it. And I don't even have a CDL, but I know how to, I hear enough drivers talk about it. Good load boards. I just mentioned the load boards, John. I said DAT, truck stop, 123 load board. You got Selectus load board if you can afford that load board. That one is kind of up there. Somebody was just mentioning that they got a discount that they're offering right now. I'm not sure. But Selectus has some pretty decent freight up there. He said that furniture is cool, but when you get older, nah, bro. Yeah, that furniture, I'm telling you. Yep. Yeah, you can move that furniture. Yeah, I'll be picking up my truck from Ryder tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll be picking that truck up from Ryder. That's why I got my truck through. This one. It's my first time buying from Ryder. What's a good start to run? What's a good start? Jason asks, what's a good start to run a box truck local, regional, or just hit the road for a couple of months? What's a good start to run a box truck local, regional, or just hit the road for a couple of months? It all depends on your situation. If you solo and got no kids, ain't got no girls, you got to rush back home to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation gonna be different. But if you're a grinder, if you're a hustler, you trying to get out there and just really run up some numbers. You know what I'm saying? I say take a stab at going over the road for a couple of months, man. See what you can do. See what you can do. Run up the bag. If you somebody that got your back against the wall, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got no other choice but to get out there and really grind. OTR, man, all day. OTR. OTR. How much you think a driver should get paid daily with Amazon route? It all depends on the driver. It all depends on how many Amazon loads you're running. Like it varies. You know, you can do an hourly rate. You can do a percentage of the load. You know, who paying for gas? It all depends. Like that number is gonna vary per company, per driver. You know, it's got to be able to work. It got to make sense for everybody. You can't pay the driver more than the company making. Where that makes sense at? You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta make sense for everybody. What's up, Mitchell? Yep, I just jumped on for a minute. I'm hoping the signal's still looking decent. I'm about to be jumping off here shortly because if it's getting dark here, it's pitch black on the East Coast. I know that for sure. See, I'm seeing a lot of Amazon hired drivers out here in these sort centers. So the only Amazon drivers I've seen, like in my area, they got the Amazon box trucks, but I've seen the Amazon box trucks. They've only been delivering to homes. Like they haven't been doing postal routes. They haven't been doing Amazon to Amazon. I've seen them personally with my own two eyes delivering packages to houses, to people's houses with in the box trucks that everybody was going, crazy over. Oh my God, Amazon, they got their own box trucks. What's that? That's going to put the other Amazon people that run Amazon out of the bit. Nah, bro. Nah, they've been dropping stuff off at people's houses. Just like the little vans. They've been doing residential deliveries. Not the post office, where I have never seen not one Amazon truck at a post office before. Never. It's always the regular, the box trucks. Owner operator box trucks. The one of the most famous questions I get all the time. Would you join trucking in this market right now or wait until it gets better? Drum roll. Would I join trucking right now? When is it gonna get better? I mean, when is it gonna get worse? Is it gonna get worse than what everybody's saying is gonna get right now? Would I join right now? I'm buying a second truck right now. Would I be buying a second truck right now if I felt like the market was that bad right now? I wouldn't be buying another truck if I felt like the market was that bad. I am here right now in Los Angeles, California, picking up another truck. If that doesn't answer your question, Vital TV, I don't know what to tell you. Depends on what market you're in. I know the markets where the money's still booming at, so that's why I'm buying another truck. Like if you don't absolutely know what you're doing, what markets is doing what, and you're just coming in because a whole bunch of other people had got started in the business, and you see watching videos and people, doing different things in the trucking space, then then you might be a little leery. You might not know what's what or where to go to make the money at. So of course you would be very hesitant. If I don't know what I'm doing, if I don't know what's going on, no, I'm not gonna get in the business. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, I just don't go off of what I hear people saying. I'd start digging, I start doing research. I want to see what I want to know what my market looks like. Or if my market is not making any noise, what market do I need to go to put my truck in to make the money that makes sense for my business? That's the question that you want to ask yourself. That's the real question. That's the better question. Like every there's ups and downs in every business model out there. There's ups and downs. Which business model makes sense for you? Like which one makes sense for you? That's the question you have to ask yourself. You gotta ride the wave. You gotta ride the wave. Lovely the Banks family. Lovely the Banks family said, "Yeah, I'm trying not to take the rental route, but 4 months. But 4 months being active, getting expensive before this loan go through. Yeah, the rentals, boy. The rentals don't be playing, man. I be trying to tell y'all. You gotta watch it. You gotta know where to get them things at. You know what I'm saying? To where the numbers make sense at. Yeah, I'm not familiar with hot shots for CDL, non-CDL. I have no idea. I don't do hot shots. Maybe somebody else can answer that question. I'm not sure. So Jim Gonzalez said he started renting a truck in January, but it wasn't worth it, especially because of the rates. He lost so much money. Y'all never hear me talking about renting trucks. Yeah, Kev. So Ryder was pretty simple for me, man. Um, I did the application. I already knew, my scores was excellent. Even on the business side as well too. So once we ran it, I dealt with their top tier bank, which is First Citizens Commercial Bank. First Citizens called me up and said, "Hey, we ready to do the deal for you if this the truck that you want." That was pretty much it. I told them what I wanted to do. I didn't want a temporary tag. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna just let's get all the title work completed." They sent me the title paperwork. I brought that to my DMV. I gave that to the DMV. The DMV, we got it registered. I paid the taxes. They gave me a tag. They're gonna send the title work back to the bank. At with them on the paperwork as a lien holder. That was my process. That was it. Took about took about a week. So I did have to do one payment up front and one on the back, and one on the back end, and I can use that to if I want to make the last payment on the truck or whatever. But I don't have a payment for 60 days after that. After this whole process. So my first payment won't kick in for 60 days. So, but you got to have like top tier credit in order to even deal with that bank. That's their best bank that they have with Ryder, which is First Citizens Commercial Bank. But the process was very simple, very simple. Kalei, what's up, brother? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. So Trey said he did White Glove for 2 months. My partner was 9 years younger Had sickle cell. I was basically by myself, lifting and driving. Is box trucks better than hot shot? What y'all think? I like box trucks. I looked at both of them when I first started. I was like, oh, should I get a hot shot? You know what I'm saying? I almost started to do that, but I was like, nah, I didn't do it. I decided not. I felt like the box truck was a little. Plus, I wanted to do Amazon, like straight out the gate when I started. So that kind of swayed me not to do. That kind of pushed me over the edge to just do box trucking versus hot shot. To Kenya, what's up? What's good? What's good? I see you. Appreciate you tapping in. Say, can you get your box truck with Amazon for the residential delivery side? No, you cannot. Nope. They say four of my friends put me on this box truck game 2 years ago. I'm the only one still doing this. He said you're the only one still doing it. That's how it be sometimes, man. Okay, Vital. That's what's up. That's what's up. No doubt, no doubt. Who we got? Who we got? Samaj, what's up, brother? Said took my box truck in for a PM, got a schedule, got a substitute truck, and it broke down on me 2 days later. Bro, it's crazy, right? What's the minimum steps for hiring a driver if you own an authority but don't drive yourself? Run an ad on Indeed. You can run it on run one on Facebook. Several places you can run an ad for drivers. You know what I'm saying? Let them know what your requirements are. Background checks, all that. You need all that. Driving records. You need good driving records because if you get a driver with a bad driving record, your insurance is gonna be high, brother. That's off the rip. Your insurance is gonna be high. Need good drivers, man. Somebody's gonna take care of your equipment. Don't just throw anybody in the truck. I'm telling you now. That goes for family. That goes for everybody. You need references. You need all that stuff, man. That's correct. Yeah. So Cummins engine, Allison transmission. Cummins engine, Allison transmission. Some people say the Eaton transmissions are good too, but I personally have Allison transmission on both of my trucks. I had the Detroit engine on my very first truck. And that ran fine as well. That's a pretty strong engine. But yeah, so with the trucks that are non-CDL, they got to be under 26,000 gross vehicle weight, and the total weight that you can carry on that truck is going to be less than 10,000 pounds. Less than 10,000 pounds. That's non-CDL. So in North Carolina, it has to be 25,999. So certain states is 25,999. Other states are 26,001 pounds. Some states are 26,000 pounds. Got to make sure you give them the right one, because if you go to one where you go over that, then you have to go register that at a different Department of Motor Vehicle. That's when you start getting into IFTA and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's CDL. That's not non-CDL. So you got to make sure you know what your state's gross vehicle weight max is for you to be not considered non-CDL. That's very important. My new truck I got on it has 195,000 miles. 195. 195. And guess what? I got a J Pro on that truck. So on that truck, I have a printout of it's a 2015, all the way from 2015 up into 2023. I know every service that's ever been done to that truck. So I know the exact history of what I'm buying on that truck. So Chris said he make 2,500 a week only doing Amazon, and my expense a day is 100. That sound good? Monday through Friday. Hey, if that works for you, brother. If that works for you. So you saying you're doing $2,500 a week and all you spend is $100? That's it. So $100 on fuel, and you're doing $2,500 a week with Amazon, Monday through Friday. Well, you're doing real good if that's the case, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yep. Whatever your empty weight is, that's what you can haul, brother. That's your max weight, whatever your empty weight is. But y'all, man, I know it is late. What time is it? 8, 9, 10. Well, it's 11:13 on the East Coast right now. And it just got dark over there, so it's bedtime for me right now. I'm about to go lay it down, y'all. I appreciate y'all tapping into the live, man. I hope I was able to answer some questions. We live right now in LA. We on the West right now. But over the next couple of weeks, y'all, I'm gonna be dropping some shorts because I'm not gonna be at the crib to really edit no long form videos. So what I'll be doing out there, I'll be getting this I'll be getting as much short footage as I can. Probably showing some of the loads that I'm booking, um, and things of that nature. Just really trying to put some content together for you guys while I'm out here over this road, man. So hey, wish me the best, man. Wish me the best, boy. We got the suitcase packed back here, and we ready to run it up, brother. We ready to run it up. Said, did you put that last call from yesterday up on the course? No. I didn't get to put the call up from yesterday in the course because I was actually on my phone when we did the Zoom for the course members. Yep. No, I ain't gonna be able to make no LA games, brother. The only LA game I'm going to is me into that truck and out of Cali. I'm gonna play Bigg Vic game, get into that money. That's the game I'm playing. I don't got time to be going to nobody else's game. They getting their money already, brother. I wish I did have a second to do it. Gabriel, appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes. I will be touching back in with y'all as soon as I possibly can. I probably go live again, man, while I'm on the road once I get situated and probably stop and do my 10-hour reset while I'm out there. So y'all throw a prayer up for your mans while I'm out here on this road, man. I got a long road to travel up out of here, out of Cali. So we'll make it do what it do. I'll definitely be back tapping in with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Listen, if you are interested in getting into the mentorship program, listen, I got 2 slots left. 2 slots left. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. Got 2 slots left. And of course, if you want to become a course member, you're welcome to do that. Box Truck Freedom Academy. Shoot me a DM on that as well. Or you can just click on the link tree that's under one of my videos on the channel. So that's it for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. I appreciate every last one of y'all, new subscribers, old subscribers, everybody. We'll be back in touch with y'all. See y'all in a minute, all right? Y'all be safe out there. One love. Peace.